Hi, this is Ravi Kiran. I'm working as a Microsoft Dynamics X technical consultant. So this is completely a technical demonstration. So in this demonstration, I'm going to explain you about what is an ERP and what are all the ERP products in the market, and what is Microsoft Dynamics AX ERP product, and a technical demonstration regarding the Microsoft Dynamics AX ERP product, and pattern and sequence of learning of Dynamics AX ERP product, and course structure, pattern, and so technical discussion regarding the Microsoft Dynamics AX ERP product. Okay, first of all, I'm going to explain what is an ERP. So ERP is a basically designed to meet the business specific requirements, to solve the business requirements. So ERP helps you to automate the financial structure and project supply chain management, and it is ideal for small and mid-sized companies that are needs to integrate with other systems and service to the customers better services. And so come to the Microsoft Dynamics AX ERP product. So Microsoft Dynamics AX is also an ERP product. So when it comes to the what are all the versions of Microsoft Dynamics AX is having. So right now in the market, the first version of Microsoft Dynamics AX is 3.0. So that is formally called as a Accepta 3.0. So after then, so the naming convention has changed and it is changed to the AX. So the short form of Accepta is come to the AX 4.0. So formally after then, the naming convention has completely changed. The version sequence also has changed, and the naming conventions and versions has come from the 4.0 onwards, AX 2009 and AX 2012. And right now in the market, right now the current version which the industries are using, AX 2012 R2. So these are all the versions of Microsoft Dynamics X ERP product. And when it comes to the Microsoft Dynamics X ERP, so when it comes to the top 5 ERP products in the market, so Epicor, Infor, Microsoft, Oracle, SAP, these are all current top 5 ERP leaders in the market. So when if you see the ratings and if you see the customers in the top 5 ERP products, so Microsoft having 83,000 customers throughout the world. The Microsoft, only the Microsoft having 83,000 customers. So if you want to verify the results, so you can go through this site. Okay, you can check in this site also, www.erpsoftware360.com. so you can go and search about the top 5 ERP products in the market. Okay, so how, how the Microsoft having 83,000 customers. So when it comes to the Microsoft ERP, so Microsoft ERP having 4 ERP products. So those 4 ERP products are Microsoft Dynamics AX, Microsoft Dynamics Great Plains, Microsoft Dynamics Navision, Microsoft Dynamics Solman. So these 4 are belongs to the Microsoft vendor. These 4 are Microsoft ERP products. So when it comes to the four ERP products, Microsoft Dynamics AX is the leading product in the market right now. In the market, Microsoft Dynamics AX is only the leading product. So remaining 3 products are somewhat it is a little bit outdated. Right now clients doesn't not showing any interest to take the to implement their software in their business requirements in Navision or GP or solution manager. So right now AX has a good market in the good market. And so when it comes to the Microsoft Dynamics AX, let me move to the technical demonstration and come to the ERP scenarios. Okay, let me open the our AX demonstration completely. So what exactly an ERP product? So ERP stands for enterprise resource planning. So it is a definition. It is a enterprise resource planning. Okay, so Microsoft Dynamics AX is also an ERP product. So when it comes to ERP, basically the ERP is designed for to meet the specific business management needs. That means, so the business company, one business company having so many functionalities. Okay, so when it comes to the functionalities part, every company, I have taken a example of Reliance company here. So in this example, I'm going to explain you about what exactly an ERP. So ERP is a software. ERP is a software. So in this ERP software, Microsoft Dynamics AX is an ERP software. So in this software, how one business solution is accommodated completely, how we are going to accommodate a complete business functionalities into a software. So when it comes to the business functionalities, what are all the business functionalities? First of all, we should know about what are all the business functionalities. So the business functionalities are like the customers. The first important point, any of the business is customer. Without customer, we cannot run the business, right? So customers are the main important resources to any company. So customer and also vendor. Vendor is also required. So vendor will supply the services or goods to a particular company. So customer is required, and also vendor is also required. And when it comes to the banking transactions, for every company there should be a banking transactions like a cash and bank. Like cash transactions will be there, bank transactions will be there, and also for every company like a financial data have. So for every company, the financial structure needs to maintain in the ledgers. That means financial management is also one major important point in the company. That means we need to maintain the financial data in the form of ledgers. So this module is, we can call it as a general ledger. And for every company, HR is required, means human resource management. Without human resource management, we cannot run the business. People is required to run the business. Okay, and also for every company, we need to maintain the stock information like item details. We need to maintain everything like on hand inventory, stock, what are all the what is the stock in the production, and what is the ordered stock, what is the on hand delivery stock, and everything we need to maintain in the system itself. And also for every company, we will have a travel and expense details will be there, like few people are traveling from one place to another place. At point of time, we need to calculate the traveling expenses, and everything we need to maintain in the system. So if you take any company, so these are all the functionalities are required. Like customer is required, vendor data is required, cash and bank management is required, financial structure is required. So these are all comes under business process. For every business process, these functionalities are mandatory. So when it comes to the Reliance company, if it is a networking company, so in this company we will have these kind of functionalities are there. And also if you can come to the petroleum company, the same functionalities are available. If you can come to the footwear, so the same functionalities are available. That means for every company, the functionalities are same. When it comes to the functionality part, so for every company the functionalities are same. So this structure, the tree structure, we can call it as a enterprise. Means one brand can maintain n number of companies. One brand can maintain n number of companies. That means one Reliance is a brand, so that Reliance brand is maintaining networking company, fresh company, petroleum company, trends company, digital company, footwear company. That means one brand is maintaining n number of sub companies. So that means completely enterprise. That structure we can call it as an enterprise. And in any company, we will have a business process. That means functionalities. So that functionalities we can call it as a resources. Resources in the sense, it is a business process. Customer, vendor, banking transactions, financial data, HR data, item details, traveling expense management, and sales and marketing, retail. So everything comes under business process. That means resources. So when it comes to the planning, so how we are going to maintain the data in our system, that is the major point actually. Suppose we have a lot of data in our company, to maintain a lot of data regarding the company in the Excel sheets or in the ledger books or whatever it may be. Suppose if I want to maintain my company data in my system, I need a software. So what kind of softwares are suitable to maintain this kind of information regarding the company? So a normal software cannot accommodate this kind of requirements. Why? Because suppose if I want to maintain the customer information, so customer information, not only the customer the customer record, so I need to maintain whole data regarding the customer, for customer entry to customer invoice billing, and so everything I need to maintain in my system. So once a normal software cannot accommodate all these requirements, not only the customer, I need to maintain my vendor data, I need to maintain my cash and bank management data, I need to maintain my financial data, and also I need to maintain fixed assets, travel and expense management, human resource management, okay, inventory management, everything I need to maintain in my system. So that is the reason normal software cannot accommodate all these kind of information. So when it comes to the company, so not only for this company, I need to maintain petroleum company data, I need to maintain footwear company data, everything I need to maintain in my system. So when it comes to the data storage part, so I need a database, and to entry part into the system, I need a user interface. That means one user interface is required, one database is required to store entire company information. Not only one company information, I need to maintain all the company's information. So I need to maintain networking company information, I need to maintain petroleum company information, I need to maintain footwear company information. So whatever the companies you have, whatever the companies the brand is maintaining, all the companies data should be maintained in the system in a proper order, in a proper manner. Otherwise at the end of the year we cannot get the results properly. Suppose if I want to analysis my business, so I need to maintain my data in a efficient manner. So if I'm not going to maintain my data in a efficient manner, I cannot get the results properly at the end of the year. So at the time of maintaining my data, I should able to maintain my data in a proper order. So majorly what I'm going to explain you here. So one software is required, one database is required to maintain my data properly. Suppose um I'm going to explain about ERP product. Okay, ERP software and ERP user interface and ERP software. Before ERP, before coming to the market in the before ERP generation, uh, like how we are going to maintain this kind of information in our systems. So if I have a suppose, let us assume that Reliance company having 5 companies or 6 companies. So these 6 companies data we need to maintain in our system. That means uh, first of all I need to develop a software to maintain my networking company. So I need one more software to maintain my petroleum company. I need one more software to maintain my footwear company. Why? Because uh, functionalities are same, but size of the company is different. Like if it is a small company, I can go for PHP and MySQL. If it is a little bit medium size company, okay, I need to go for okay, I will go for .NET and SQL database. If it is a large company, I can go for JSP and Oracle database. So based on the company size, I can choose one user interface and I can go for one database selection. So here the thing is, suppose if you have n number of companies, you need to choose according to the size of the company n number of user interfaces and n number of databases. Okay, the thing is, suppose in future if I established a one more company, I need to develop whole functionalities in some another software. Okay, so here we are spending a lot of money to develop the software and on purchasing of databases and to maintain the software, to maintain the administration cost and the licensing cost and everything, it is increased. Okay, so overcome this issue, we have a, okay, in the market we have a ERP product has introduced, like so only the ERP product can efficiently maintain this kind of information, but we are not going to purchase n number of user interfaces and n number of databases. Okay, when it comes to the ERP product, we can able to maintain the whole information of a whole information of the total company. Okay, in single user interface and single database. Only the single user interface, by using single database we can maintain total n number of companies data at a time. How that is possible? Okay, okay, let me open. Okay, let me explain about that issue. So how we are going to maintain the total information of a whole company in by using single user interface and single database. Suppose if it is a Reliance company, so Reliance company having as per our discussion, we have a networking company, Reliance Fresh company, petrol, some trends company, some X company, some Y company. Okay, suppose in my networking company, I have a HR data. Suppose I'm going to maintain my HR information. So in the HR information, first of all, I would like to store my employees data, like employee ID, name, address and phone number. So if I'm going to maintain my, if I want to maintain my employee information, so I'm going to maintain in this structure, employee ID, employee name, address. So in the petroleum company also, the functionality is same. I'm going to maintain employee ID, name and address. In the trans company also, the functionality is same. I'm going to maintain in the trans company, information is same. But here I'm using same table, but data is storing on base of data area ID field. Suppose if I am going to store my information in a networking company, the data will be stored in the name of data area ID, but we are using same table here. We are using same table, but I'm not going to create n number of tables. Okay, only one table I have created. That table is accommodated all the information of all the companies on the basis of data area ID field. So whenever the table has generated in the ERP product, so in the ERP product, one automated one common field will be created, like that is data area ID. So whenever you are storing the data in a table level, so that data will be stored in the name of the company name. Okay, so if you are going to enter a record, automatically the system will store the record based on the company name. Suppose if I am going to store my employee data in petroleum company, so the short code of the petroleum company will be saved in the data area ID. So when it comes to the SQL server, when it comes to the core database, the data will be stored like this. Okay, in the SQL server part, so the data will be stored like this. So the whole information will be stored in a single table. But when it comes to the user interface part, so in which company you are entering the data, that company name will store automatically in the data area ID field. But when it comes to the SQL server, the see here, when it comes to the data area ID, so in the networking company we have two records. In the petroleum company we have two records. In the trends company we have one record. So when it comes to the SQL server part, the whole information will be saved in a single table. So this is completely ERP database architecture. So when it comes to the our AX environment also, the same database architecture is we are following. So this is the architecture of Microsoft Dynamics AX ERP product. So when it comes to the uh, architecture of Microsoft Dynamics AX is completely three tier architecture. So this is client, server, and database. So client is completely like a user interface kind of thing. So the client will store the forms, reports, and dialog boxes, and everything will store in the client level. What are all the developments we are doing in the AX environment, that will completely store in the client place. The client is completely the user interface. Blindly we can call it as a user interface. So the AOS is the core uh, engine will act as a mediator between the client and the database. So this is completely, so this AOS is a application object server. So this application object server act as a mediator between the client and the database. So this AOS will act as a engine. That engine will process the business logic basically. So whatever the request you are going to send from the client environment, so that client environment, whatever the request you are sending, the request will the AOS will receive the request from the client. After receiving the request from the client, automatically your request will be processed by the application object server. And if the request is passed, okay, the AOS will again resend to the request to the database. Suppose here, let me explain one thing here. Suppose I'm writing a select query to retrieve the data from the database. Suppose I'm writing a select query like select star from EMP table. So that is a request. So that request comes to the first level, to the AOS. So the AOS will receive the request from the client. So exactly you are sending to the AOS? You are asking the database to retrieve the employee information. So that request received by the application object server. So whenever the request has received by the AOS, okay, first of all, the AOS will validate your request, whether your written the syntax is correct, or the logic is correct. So if the table is existed or not, everything will check by the AOS. After done the validation, okay, the AOS will send a request to the database. If the data is available in the table, again the database will respond to the AOS, and again the AOS will respond to the client. So this is completely request and response based architecture. So this is completely called as a three-tier architecture. Microsoft Dynamics AX is completely depends on the three-tier architecture. So this is what about our AX ERP product architecture. Okay, let me open the Microsoft Dynamics AX ERP product. So this is completely micro. Okay, let it be open. So this product basically we can able to install in 2008 R2 server OS, or we can able to install in Windows Server 2012 R2. Only the server software uh, is supported by the Microsoft Dynamics AX 2012. Only we can able to install in Windows Server 2008 R2 or Windows 2012 R2, Windows 7 or Windows 8 or Vista, Linux, Unix, Mac operating systems. So these kind of operating systems won't support Microsoft Dynamics AX product. Okay, so this is about, so this is the front end of Microsoft Dynamics AX ERP. So whatever the page you are going to see, this is the content pane. So this content pane having completely forms, tables, and dialog boxes. completely we have three kind of objects we have in the AX. Okay, these three objects we can able to access from this content pane. This page we can call it as a formally content pane. So these are all the companies listed out here. See, already we have discussed about Reliance companies like networking company, Reliance Fresh company, footwear, trends, digital, and everything. So in the same way, the companies will be listed here. Suppose if I have if I have created one more company, so that company will be listed out here. So these are all the companies names. Okay, so these are all the modules. Means already we have discussed about the functionalities, right? Like customer, vendor, HR, fixed assets, and we have discussed the functionalities. So these are all the functionalities. Account payable. So account payable is completely relevant to the vendor information. See, suppose if I want to maintain my vendor total information, this is the module where we can maintain total vendor information. And account receivables, so this is completely relevant to the customer information. So whole customer data we can able to maintain, we can able to track here. So general ledger, okay, this is completely financial structure, like main accounts, trial balance, projects, and consolidations, journals, ledgers, and tax information, consolidations, audit trials, and everything, sales tax, and financial dimensions. Okay, chart of accounts, and what are all the currency we are using for our company. So everything can be listed out in the general ledger module. And fixed assets, so this module is we can able to maintain the fixed assets information, like cars, buildings, furniture, whatever the fixed assets having the company, the whole information we can able to maintain in this fixed assets module. And also travel and expense management, so this is a new module introduced in 2012 product. In 2009 product, we don't have any travel and expense management. So this module is completely to maintain the information about travel and also expense details. And also see here, cash and bank management, so this module is completely we can able to maintain the banking transactions, like cash transactions, everything relevant to the bank and cash deposits, bank related information, promissory notes, bill of exchanges, checks, check due dates, everything relevant to the cash related information and bank related information. And also important module is human resource management, HR module. So from hiring to firing of an employee, total information regarding the employee we can able to maintain here, like workers, contractors, employee master data, and user requests, and everything like salaries, pays, grades, leaves, loans, performances, and attendance part, and recruitment details, project information, and policies, and everything we can able to maintain regarding the employee information. And also we have a retail management. This is also a new module introduced in 2012 product. This module is like retail information, like Big Bazaar, Reliance Fresh, like Walmarts, supermarkets. And also this retail module can maintain this kind of information. Our AX ERP also supported can support this kind of functionality, retail information completely. And project management and accounting, okay, organization administration and system administration, these two modules are relevant to the, like related to the company. System administration is completely relevant to, like users creation, compiled application, like somewhat it is like administration kind of thing. Okay, say administration can have a knowledge on this module. And this is completely what I have explained you up to right now. These are all the functional areas. So when it comes to the development part, okay, so majorly for technical discussion, So majorly we need to understand majorly we need to understand the Marfex technology and X++ language and SQL Server database. So majorly we need to concentrate on so three issues. Okay, let me write down here. So majorly we need to concentrate on first one is like Marfex technology. Marfex. So Marfex is completely an IDE, integrated development environment, which is this Marfex environment. By using this Marfex environment, we can able to customize the AX environment, like completely user interface design. For user interface design, for customizations, adding the fields in table level, form level, creating the reports, everything like drag and drop functionality. So Marfex is an IDE, integrated development environment, like a Visual Studio. So this by using Marfex technology, we can able to customize the existing product. That means, suppose if I want to create a form, okay. So by using Marfex technology only, we can able to create a form. Like suppose if I want to create a report also, like somewhat we have a drag and drop kind of thing. So completely the Marfex technology is useful for like a user interface design kind of thing. Okay, after then we need to concentrate on X++ programming language. So it is okay, it is like a OOPS concept. Okay, OOPS knowledge, like classes, objects, polymorphism, inheritance, overriding. Okay, single level only. This X++ will support overriding concept, and okay, single level inheritance will support. Multi-level inheritance and overloading will not support. Okay, so basically this X++ will by using this X++ we can able to write the code. Okay, like writing the functionalities in the backend. Okay, suppose I have developed a form. In that form I have a age field. Let us assume that suppose that age field I can able to create by using Marfex technology. But suppose here I want to validate that field, like I don't want to allow the age below 0 or above the 100. So that is functionality. So to achieve that functionality, X++ language is required. Okay, to achieve that functionality, that kind of functionality, X++ language is required. And also the third issue we need to concentrate on SQL Server queries. Okay, SQL Server queries, like how we are going to use SQL queries here. Like the SQL majorly we will use to retrieve the data from the database. So majorly we need to concentrate on these three issues in our training program. We need to learn Marfex technology and X++ programming language and SQL queries. So let me open the AX product. So okay, see here. Okay, there is a new development workspace is available. This is the area where we can develop or customize the existing application. See, this one is completely basic product, standard product of Dynamics AX. So whenever you have done the installation, defaultly you can get everything here. Like all these modules are default modules. I have not created anything here. So these are all default modules available in the standard AX product. Okay, suppose if I want to add one more module, I can able to add it, but that is completely customization part. Suppose already you have a form. If you want to customize that form, you need to learn Marfex technology, you need to learn X++ programming language, and also you need to have an idea of SQL Server queries. Okay, so let me open the development area. So this is completely called AOT. AOT is a application object tree. This application object tree having totally we have these kind of nodes from data dictionary to system documentation. So every node has its own functionality. Basically, every node has its own functionality, like tables, maps, views, extended data types, base enums, classes, forms, parts, data sets, SSRS reports, and everything. Like suppose if I want to customize or if I want to develop a new functionality, AOT is only the area where we can customize or develop the product. Okay, I think you are seeing the front end, right? So whatever the objects you are seeing, so that relevant objects backend data will be stored in the AOT. That means let me open and I will show you something here. So AOT is a development area basically. So in that AOT we can able to create tables, forms, reports, dialog boxes, writing the classes, and also if you want to customize the existing form or table or report, okay, that objects are available in the AOT itself. Okay, let me refresh it. I will show you something here. Okay, let me open the human resource management. Okay, and suppose, okay, let me open the course groups, classroom groups. So this is a form. Suppose in this form we are going to maintain classroom groups. Okay, so in this classroom groups we have classroom group and description is available. Suppose if I want to customize this form, customization means suppose if I want to add a one more field called duration. Suppose if I want to add a duration field in this form, so I need to customize the form. Okay, to customize this form, first of all we need to know what is the table name and what is the form name. Okay, what exactly the objects name. Okay, to find out the objects, just right click on the object anywhere in the form and go for personalize option. So go to information tab. So see here, the object name is HRM course room group, the form name is HRM course room group. Okay, just go to AOT, go to forms. Okay, type that relevant object name HRM course room group. Okay, see here, this is the object we have seen in the front end environment. Let me open this object here. See, the same form is going to open here. That means whatever the objects we have in the front end, okay, that object should be available in the back end in the AOT. If the object is deleted here, so that object, this object is deleted here, that object will not be available in the front end. Okay, so whenever you have developed something in the back end, okay, in the AOT, so that object you need to place in the front end to access the client. Okay, so AOT is a completely development area, and also in this AOT we can able to create tables, maps, views, extended data types, and also we have a feasibility to create a classes, forms, and SSRs reports also, and menu items. So these are all the AOT objects. Okay, application object tree. AOT full form is application object tree, means so what are all the objects are required to develop an AX application, so those objects are completely resided in AOT. So this is the area where we can develop or customize the AX application. Okay, anything whatever you are going to see in the front end, like if you want to customize or if you want to develop the similar kind of forms, uh, so you need to go for AOT and you need to select the respective object and you can able to do the development. To develop or customize the AX application. Okay, already we have discussed three things are required, like Marfix technology and X++ programming language and SQL knowledge. So these three things are required to uh, learn the Microsoft Dynamics AX product. Okay. Okay. Uh, this area we can call it as a content pane. So in this content pane, majorly we will place uh, forms, reports, and dialog boxes. Majorly we have a three objects. Okay, these three objects we can able to place here. Okay, let me open a few forms and let me introduce about the forms also. So let me open the employee form in the human resource management module. So forms will store the data. Basically, forms are useful for storing the any kind of data. Like this form will store the employee information. So see here, this is master form basically. So here we will have a button controls. See, these are all the button controls. So this one is the grid control. So grid control having the information about micros about employee. Okay, and this one is called a preview pane. The preview pane will useful for to represent a particular employee particular information, and these are all info parts. Technically we can call it as a info parts. So this info parts also will represent the relevant information about the customer what you have selected in the grid control. Okay, so these are all the buttons, and these are all the action pane tab. This one is completely called as a action pane. That action pane contains action pane tabs, and also action pane tab contains button controls. These are all the button controls. Okay, let me introduce about one more kind of form. Previously we have seen the master form. Master form design will be look like that, and this one also parameter form. So somewhat when it comes to the parameter form, this one is the simplest form. So these are all the tab pages: general tab page, recruitment tab page, compensation tab page, number sequence tab page. Okay, every tab page contains the information in the form of fields. Okay, let me open it. Absence codes. So this one also one kind of form. The form will have a grid control, and here we have a details about the selected records. If I select the record, automatically the details will be changing here. Okay, this is also one kind of form. And if you can open the classrooms, this is all the same form. Classroom groups, simple list form. Simple list means only one control will have. So in our training program, we can able to develop all these kind of form templates. Okay, these are all the different kinds of forms. The basically forms will store the data. Okay, for the client purpose. But basically, whenever you are developing a form, must and should table is required. After developing the table only, we can able to create a form. After developing the table, we can able to create the form. We need to join this form and the table. Whenever the link has established between the form and the table, automatically whenever you have entered the data will be stored in the table level. So basically the tables will store the data. Technically tables having the data, so that tables will be resided in AOT. See here, tables, these are all the existing tables, predefined tables. Suppose if you want to create one more table, you can right click, create a new table. Okay, this technology we can call it as a Marfex. Marfex in the sense completely mouse operations, like a drag and drop or something like that. Suppose if I want to create a table in SQL Server, I need to write a code like create a table name, syntax, and everything I need to write in the form of coding. But here, suppose if you want to create a table, just right click on the tables, go for new table. Then automatically in a fraction of seconds the table will be created. Okay, suppose if you want to create a form, okay, we will have a form templates. We have see already we have seen some form templates, right? On the grid control form, measure form, tabs form. So these are all the tab pages. Okay, like form templates. Sorry. Okay, form templates. Okay, according to the requirement, we can choose the form template automatically. Uh, if you choose, okay, if you choose list page form, automatically that will be created like this. So this form template is list page. So whenever you have choose the list page, automatically this template will be generated like action pane, grid control, and info parts and preview pane. So totally this template will be generated automatically. After then you need to arrange your data in your form. So that is very easy when it comes to the Marfex technology. So this technology we can call it as a Marfex. But here the one thing I'm going to explain you here. So except SSRS reports, we can able to develop anything in the AOT only. Okay, SSRS report should be developed in the Visual Studio. Okay, how we are going to develop our SSRS reports in the Visual Studio? Okay, let me open the Visual Studio. So in this Visual Studio, we will develop SSRS reports and we will deploy that Visual Studio to the Microsoft Dynamics AX product. Okay, here if you see the view uh, tab here, you will find okay application explorer. Okay, if you click on application explorer, okay, you will find total AOT here, application object tree. Whatever the AOT we have in the AX, that AOT you can able to see here. That means, okay, let it be open. See here. So totally data dictionary, macros, classes, forms, parts, data sets, SSRS reports, and everything is there. Okay, so how this application explorer is added in the view tab? That means uh, the total AOT is available here in the Visual Studio, but in the normal Visual Studio we don't have this kind of environment. But how it is possible? Basically, when you are installing the Dynamics AX product, okay, you will have a option called Visual Studio. So whenever you have installed the Visual Studio tools, so when you are going to install the Microsoft Dynamics AX product, automatically this AOT will be uh, added in the view tab. Okay, let it be shown. So when you are going to install the Microsoft Dynamics AX product, click on next, add or modify components. See here in the developer tools, we have a Visual Studio tools is available here. So when you if you install this Visual Studio tools in our Microsoft Dynamics AX installation, automatically the total AOT, whatever the AOT we have in the AX environment, the total AOT will be available in the, okay, will appear in the view tab like as a application explorer. So, so whenever you have installed the Visual Studio tools, automatically you will get AOT in your Visual Studio. So Okay, except SSRS reports, we cannot able to change anything here. Okay, suppose if you want to modify a table, okay, you cannot able to modify the table here. Only SSRS reports cannot only we can able to develop or modify the SSRS reports. Okay, let me check it. See here, if you right click on the any table, see here, only refresh and properties option enable. Edit or rename or delete, we cannot able to do anything here. That means we cannot edit the tables here. Okay, and if you expand the SSRS reports, see here, right click, see here, we can able to edit, refresh, duplicate, rename, delete properties, all the options are enabled. So that means only we can able to edit or customize the SSRS reports. Except SSRS reports, we cannot able to edit anything in the AOT. Only SSRS reports can only be developed in the Visual Studio. Okay, so that's what our total development area. Okay, uh, data dictionary is relevant to the data related items, and also we will have a dedicated help is available when it comes to the developer help. Okay, suppose if I want to know anything, any functionality about our development area, suppose if I want to know select keyword. Okay, select keyword. Okay, right click, open. Automatically it is going to be connected to the internet. So see here, msdn.microsoft.com and x++ keywords. Okay, see, these are all the help documents. Okay, suppose if you don't know anything about keywords in your development, just right click, and if you click on open, automatically it will open the help in the web automatically. Okay, but internet is mandatory uh, to connect with okay, to know the help documents. But this is only the help documents are available through internet. No special documents are available. Anything, if you want to find anything about system related objects, you can go for directly open. Right click on the objects, open. Automatically it is going to be connected to the internet, and it will open the relevant information about your object. So that facility is available in the system documentation. Okay, and so majorly this Microsoft Dynamics AX product is useful in the okay, this product is useful in the financial management. Okay, financial management, the financial management sector will be very efficiently used by the using the Microsoft Dynamics X product. And human capital management. Okay, and human capital management in the sense like hiring, training, accessing the managing today workspace and everything like related to the human resource information. And also the manufacturing industries, basically the manufacturing industry is also using this product using this product very efficiently. Okay, and also supply chain management like customer, vendor, inventory management, everything we can able to maintain the data. And also project information, the project oriented industries, and relevant to the accounting information we can able to maintain very efficiently in the X environment. And also retail industries also widely using this product. And the basically we have a well efficient um, tools are available to generating the reports called business intelligence reports. That's what we have discussed previously, SSRS reports. Okay, that is comes under the business intelligence reporting services. So previously in 2009 version, Mostly 99% we are using X++ reporting reports, and 100% we are using in 2012 product SSRS reports only. Okay, so when it comes to the course structure, okay, let me open the course structure. So we have a dedicated course content is available. Okay, it is completely technical course content. So introduction part and the features of Microsoft Dynamics X, architecture part, and content pane introduction. In the content pane we have common, inquiries, periodic, setup, reports, and we have so many parts are there in the content pane. So that parts contains we will have a separate discussion we have in the training program. Okay, and introduction to AOT objects. So what are all the facility and features are available in the AOT? So that are we had a discussion about AOT also. The project creation, so how we are going to create a project and all, and working with AOT objects like a table creation, forms creation, and form templates. So these are all the form templates available in the Microsoft Dynamics X 2012 ERP product. And designing issues, mostly we need to go for like creating the fields, tabs, buttons, grid controls, info parts, preview panes, and everything comes under the designing issues. Okay, these are all the completely buttons session. How we are going to create the buttons. Okay, checkbox, combo box, radio buttons, how we are going to creating the buttons and everything. And also the major important concept is relations, like parent table, child table relations. Okay, and X++ programming. So this session is completely the basic information about X++ language, and it is completely like database issues, like database operations, DML commands, uh, like queries. Okay, and everything we have. And also we have a date functions, a long session have date functions, and it is completely like a coding. It is comes under X++ only, the coding part, like methods. Okay, table level methods, form level methods we will see. And also menu items we have, and the number sequence development, and info parts development. Info parts development in the sense here, already we have seen the info parts, right, in the master form of employee form. So this one is info parts, how we are going to create worker loans, worker skills, tax information. So that is called info parts. And also this one is the preview pane. Okay, so these two kind of developments how we are going to do. So that is we have a session. And also the reports are like two types of reports are available, like X++ reports and SSRS reports. But X++ reports not using in 2012 product anyway. We have a session. And also, okay, I will concentrate on SSRS reports development, security roles, and these are all the worked out examples. Okay, this one is completely real-time orientation examples. And also the major thing is like how we are going to install the Microsoft Dynamics AX product, and installation and the configuration features and everything, like the step-by-step procedure of Microsoft Dynamics AX installation with and the configuration, everything we will see in our training program. Okay, so this is completely dedicated course content. And mostly this course content will take around 30 to 35 days of working days to learn this outline of Microsoft Dynamics X technical. Okay, so basically this is about total course content. Okay, and what are all the softwares are required for to install the Microsoft Dynamics AX. Okay, these many softwares are required totally, uh, and also hardware requirements. So these are all the hardware requirements. 160 GB RAM, minimum 4 GB, 160 GB hard disk is required, 4 GB RAM is required, or dual core, core to duo, i3, i7, i7, i5 processor, anything like above the dual core is anything is sufficient. Totally, this installation will take 16 hours of regular time to install complete AX product in a single machine. Okay, 16 hours time will take everything like to install everything in a single machine. Okay, so I'm done with the demonstration. Thank you very much.